It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will start this game off with the football. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Beavers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. And the Beavers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. So Washington's offense will go to work for the first time today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the 2nd level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Washington sends out the punt team. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Murphy. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On the backfield, it's Clemens. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Line is set on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They send the tight end in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Five yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carr. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Coleman. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Williams will pass. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught over the middle, it's Walker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air, it's Murphy. Bringing the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Snagged in the middle, it's Clemens. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
The Beavers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's knocked down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Williams looking for a man. Quickly complete. Washington sends out the punt team. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Lost a throw on first down. It's complete on the right side.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up third and five than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Beavers in a good spot here with second and short. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And they pick up just a few on that completion. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Beavers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
The Beavers line up to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He breaks a tackle.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Turning on the Jets. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Well, it's been a defensive war this entire game, and you're wondering who can break through. Give this offense a lot of credit. It has not been easy, but they've been physical. They did a really nice job, I think, with play calling there and setting things up. And finally, someone is able to get on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Brings up 3rd down.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
And the Beavers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Rushes on him, trying to set up the screen. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Huskies with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that field goal could have iced the game, but with the miss, we still got a close one.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fires to the big fella. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Finds his tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. On target. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And that is a big one. Not content to go to overtime, they're going to try to get into position to win it here.
Great execution there on that throw by the QB and his intended target, keeping this drive going, getting chunks of yards, trying to get themselves in position to win.
Trying play action. Makes the grab on the shuffle.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Williams looking for a man. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Beaver! The defense putting points on the board.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Got it in the middle, it's Evans. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Oh, a lot of space. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Sets up the screen. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And the Huskies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it.